All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome everyone to the finally first battle group, Toge battle for Group One yesterday. Today I will be your host, Primer Ice T, and at the same time as well, my partner here. Please introduce yourself as well.
Hi guys, my name is Elmin, and today we are going for our HSM TOUGE battle. This will be a dual battle now. It's no more a time run.
Yeah. Yes, and this honestly, this is I would say this is the exciting part that we have been waiting for because unlike Monday and Tuesday where the drivers were driving alone to set up a time, this time it is a toge battle format. Now, if you don't understand what is a toge battle format, if you have watched Initial D before, where it's a 1v1 going down the hill, that is how the race will be. So definitely timing won't matter. This one definitely, I would say, what really matters is how would you like to play. Would you like to be really fast, very risky, or would you like to be safe but at the same time a bit slow as well? So it really depends. I would say a lot of things will be happening. There can be mind games, there can be speed games, etc. Definitely what matters now on a toge battle is how the drivers perform. So, Almin, are you excited for tonight's Toge battle?
Yes, I'm very excited for tonight's battle. Is because we will see all the fastest driver that qualify for tonight's race, and also we will see different type of cars. We will see like front wheel drive, rear wheel, and also some old and new cars battling out together. So let's
Yes.
see how interesting things can get.
Yes, you're correct. Because for tonight, people, tonight we will be doing the top eight. We'll bring the top eight from Monday session. So definitely that means eight drivers from Monday session will be doing their 1v1 battle today. We have eight drivers with Brandon Chong with his Honda NSX, Jeremy Yao with his Sylvia S15, Fahmi with his Honda EK9, Dance with his Honda CRX, Cameron being a wild card here, driving a Nissan 240Z, Nicholas Tan with a Honda CRX, and Ryan Lim and Oman both driving the MRS as well. So definitely the lineup tonight, we can see a mix of front and rear wheel drive, front engine and mid engine, newer and older cars as well. So it will definitely be a very interesting battle tonight. Currently, the drivers are still practicing, so we will start the race sharp at 10, where it's a 1v1 format. Okay, Alvin, can you tell me when let's say we're doing a Toge race, right? What do you think matters? Like for me, I think it's how the chase driver needs to play mind game. I think not chase driver. I think it's both drivers, definitely playing their own mind games to make their rival to spun out or make mistakes or terkejut, things like that. But what do you think will be a deciding factor for tonight's Toge race?
For Toge battle, it's very unpredictable because it's not like how you play in circuit racing. Some people, they, especially the front drivers, when they're doing the lead, they might try to play as in like drive slow a bit, but at the same time they try to be fast. So it's like trying to make the chase person confused to the point where he feels frustrated. Or on the chase, the other hand, it makes it feel like he wants to push the lead car so that he will lose traction on the tire and also might lose concentration. So it's a lot.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things will be happening as well. It's either I can agree with you on that one. It definitely can be a mind game. The lead driver can either go really crazy at start, but having the highest risk of going through an accident, or they can go a bit safer, but that will mean that they will be slower, which means the chase driver can close the gap and win the round. Now, in case you are quite new here, people, and you don't understand how a Togi battle works, basically it's a 1v1. There will be a lead, there will be a chase car, as they will be racing towards downhill of Mount Akina. Now, how the winner is determined, there will be two rounds. There'll be two rounds where both drivers will have the chance to lead and chase as well. And how the winners are determined for each bracket is by the distance that they can close the chase car um, how close then the chase car can chase the lead car as well, or even how the lead car can be as further away, at least 2 car lengths further than the chase car to secure the win. So definitely there'll be a lot of strategies you can definitely play. Definitely for me, it's definitely a mind game. So I am very, very excited to see how the drivers will do, because it does not only definitely one of the factors is not only on how the car performs, but definitely on how the drivers react to each other. It's definitely a very, very big mind game. At the same time as well, they have to think. They have to think, because AKINA is not a very wide road. It's a two car wide, a 2 car width. We've got rails, uneven roads as well. Very unpredictable. I would say unpredictable. I would say suspension-ish rotation. And it's a bit of a mumble jumble there, but definitely it's not predictable as a track circuit, where there's a lot of blind spots, either blind corners or bumpy roads, things like that. So there's a lot of factors. So not only the drivers has to think about the car that they need to chase or lead, but they have to adapt themselves to the road conditions as well. And as you can see here, it is still foggy, not foggy, a bit misty. So it will definitely be another challenge for the drivers, as they won't be able to see the road as clear as they can be. So I am very excited to see for our first lineup, which will start in 2 minutes. We have Brandon Chong in his Honda NSX, NA1 to be exact, the 3-liter, which powered by a 3-liter V6, give or take 270 to 300 horsepower, NA, no turbo, versus Jeremy Yao's Nissan Silvia S15, probably one of the most popular drift cars in Japan currently, in Japan before this as well, powered by a 4-cylinder SR20. Sure turbo one, sure turbo, because we have been driving the cars. Definitely the Silvia has the turbo to help him out, to chase up with the 6-cylinder NSX as well. Definitely both of them have their own pros and cons. Definitely excited to see how the race will go. And we have 1 more minute left before the race starts, as we will wait for Brandon Chong and Jeremy Yao to line up at the starting line after this as well. Okay, so please do, if you're here, do say hi, do share to your friends, share to your international friends, anyone that you know that'll be joining to say hi or witness the battle between the drivers on a very raw racing experience. Because like I said just now, it is not a racing track.
Got me feeling so uncomfortable. What's your mind,
Battle 1 soon, which is, as you can see, Jeremy Yao's Nissan Silvia is at the starting line with Brandon Chong right behind him with the Honda NSX. Both of them, give or take, both of them have their own pros and cons. Definitely the Silvia is definitely lighter the NSX, but the NSX has the agility advantage in terms of being and mid-engine layout. So who will win this battle now, as we wait for the green lights to turn green? Definitely very suspense, very suspense. Very much suspense, but there's still very suspense. But yes, let's see how the battle goes. And now we're just waiting for the lights to turn green. Both drivers are on the starting line, with, again, Jeremy Yao leading, with Brandon Chong chasing in the first round. And the lights turn green, and here we go. Jeremy Yao leading, with Brandon Chong chasing on his NSX. As they move approaching turn 1, will this make a difference with the NSX and the Silvia? Oh, and Brandon closes in with the NSX. So far, doing so good. Going to turn 2, how will they go? So far, they're doing it very, very nice, very clean and tidy. I can see they're playing very, very safe, both up. Oh, but Brandon made a late turn in, late apex as well, I can see. But he is still keeping the gap, at least 1 car length between him and Jeremy Yao, as they will be approaching the first hairpin. Who will go with it? Who will go? Will Brandon take the chance? No, he still keeps the gap very, very close to Jeremy Yao. Will Jeremy Yao's turbo help him out in the long straights here? Let's see if he can do it. This is a very fast corner. If you make a mistake, you will go into the side grass there. Both of them are doing very, very cleanly, very, very well as well. Approaching another hairpin. How's the battle going? Very, very similar. To the chats, if you're excited, please say excited. You know, please say woo, support. Show support to the drivers itself. And as you can see there, Jeremy Yao added a bit of a gutter run here just to make sure that he got the grip to get into the corner. Now to the hard. This is the fastest part of Mount Akina. Will the NSX chase or will the Sylvia run away with the turbo power? It seems that the NSX is closing the gap very, very close. Who will be and we can see the Sylvia made a mistake. The Sylvia made a mistake. That is a very prone area to get a mistake, where if you brake too late, you will overshoot the corner. And it seems that Brandon has overtook the Sylvia. Brandon has overtook Jeremy and now is running back, but the battle is not over. As long Jeremy Yao can overtake Brandon again and keep him at least 2 cars length ahead, he can still get the win. But currently, Brandon Chong is holding up. Definitely the width of the NSX definitely helps him out there. Now back to another long straight, a very long side-ish straight. Will the Sylvia get back its position with its higher turbo power? But no, apparently the NSX is running. The NSX is definitely running with its V6 powered Honda engine. Will it be still doing well? It seems that, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the gaps are increasing. But Brandon made a mistake. He made a mistake again. Jeremy slightly, not too bad of a mistake, but he's doing it real well. Come on, Jeremy, you can do it. You can chase him. Will Jeremy be able to close the gap and overtake Brandon again as they will be reaching the 5 consecutive hairpins for Mount Akina? Will Jeremy be able to close his gap there? Let's hope for the best as they approach the first 5 consecutive hairpins. How will they do? Jeremy braking a bit earlier than the NSX, probably to gain a bit more traction, or maybe playing mind games with Brandon here to make him force him into a mistake. And currently the gaps is still there. Jeremy is not able to close the gap between him and Brandon Chong's NSX. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Jeremy, you can do it. Come on, Jeremy. And Brandon, showing a bit of his drifting style there, runs away using his NA powered engine to run. Definitely has the exit. Definitely Brandon Chong's Honda NSX has the exit speed since it does not have a turbo. It doesn't have a lag, but definitely Jeremy Yao's turbo is definitely showing a bit of a weakness here since it is a high boost car, so it will take some time to boost the car up, hence giving Brandon a bit of an advantage in terms of exit speed, cornering exit speed. And currently they are finishing the hairpin. Brandon is still very comfortable running away from Jeremy as they approach another fast part of Mount Akina. Will Jeremy make a mistake? Will Brandon make a mistake? Let's see how they do. And no, Brandon is doing it very well. He knows that he is leading now. His car has the stability of an NA powered engine with the mid-engine layout as well. He knows he has to keep the car balanced. If he makes a mistake, the car will be giving him step oversteer, and that will definitely cost him a lot in the race. But Brandon is approaching the second final hairpin. He's still keeping it through. Jeremy Yao is still not showing signs of closing in to Brandon Chong, and Brandon is still running, approaching the last corner there, going to the finish line. And as we can see here, Brandon Chong crosses the line with Jeremy Yao right behind him. So we will wait for the results on this one as we go for round 2. Okay, now we can go for round 2. Round 2, since just now Brandon was the person that chased Jeremy, now Brandon will be the lead person. Jeremy will be chasing. Can Jeremy reclaim his victory? Okay, I see. Okay,
The delay. We
All
ready?
all right, so we are going with Brandon going for the lead as well, with Jeremy in the chase lead. Okay, now we're waiting for the green light to start up. How will the race be? Okay, let's wait. Let's see how the race goes for them. Okay, now Brendan, lights turn green. Brendan is running away with his NSX, but will Jeremy Yao be able to chase to Brendan and reclaim his first round failure as we approach turn 1? Oh, Brendan showing off a bit by drifting through the first corner. Very confident of him to do so. Now Jeremy, now we're approaching the second corner. They're still keeping the gap very, very tight. All Jeremy needs to do now, he needs to be sticking to Brendan. Literally, if he wants to win this round and get it to one more time, he needs to stick his nose to the NSX spot. He needs to do that. If he loses on that, then definitely the win will be going to Brendan. And we can see here Jeremy doing his utmost best to keep up with Brendan's Honda NSX going through that. Another happen. Will Jeremy be keeping his pace with Brendan? Brendan seems very confident there. Oh, entered a bit of a gutter there, a bit of a mistake there, but not so dearly. And we're going through another happen here. Will Brendan be able to run away? Jeremy is still there, sticking to him. All Jeremy needs to do is to stick by Brendan's behind to get through this round. Or either Brendan can run away as far as he can with the NSX to get the win for his bracket. Now up to a very long straight. NSX showing its power there. Definitely has a lot of power. Will Brendan make the mistake as Jeremy out during the first round? We can see no. Brendan keeps the corner clean and tight. Brendan as well. He did not repeat his mistake from round 1. But definitely the gap, we can see the gap, it is increasing with almost 2 cars length. Jeremy, if he wants to win this round, if he wants to keep another battle going, he has to keep his distance closer. And we're almost approaching the, oh my gosh, Brendan is still doing his drift. It's either he's going really all out or he's showing off. But I think Brendan knows that he needs to go all out. So he's really pushing the NSX to the limit there. But he has to be very careful. The NSX is the MR. If he makes a mistake, the car will go to a snap oversteer and he will definitely be losing the lead on that part. Now we're going to approach the 5 consecutive happen soon. Brendan still running away from Jeremy Yao, making quite a distance there as well. Jeremy Yao needs to close the lead to Brendan if he wants to make it to another round. We're going through the 5 consecutive happens very, very soon. Will Jeremy Yao improve himself to go through, to get to the gap as close as he can to Brendan Chong's NSX? And we're going to approach the first corner soon. How will he do? How will he do? Will he do it really well? Will Brendan make a mistake? Will Jeremy be able to get his glory back? As we're approaching the first happen, Brendan is doing it really well. Jeremy is doing it very clean as well, adding a bit of a gutter there to get his speed hanging as close to Brendan as much as he can. But it seems that it's not working as Brendan is still keeping the lead away from Jeremy. Definitely, I can see here, ladies and gentlemen, definitely the NSX has the better exit speed here as it does not have a turbo. Jeremy will be able to use his car's power pretty much anytime and anywhere, not like Jeremy's S15 where it needs time to build boost. Definitely something that Jeremy has to go through whenever he is exiting in corner. No anti-lag, so definitely his turbo will be laggy in that part as well. And it seems that Brendan is still keeping the lead away from Jeremy, going through, I would say, another happen and one more happen before to another fast part. Will Brendan be able to run away with his V6 against Jeremy Yao's 4-cylinder turbo? It seems so. It seems that Jeremy and Brendan is running away very, very comfortably, but the race has not ended yet. Brendan cannot be easy. He cannot go easy. He's drifting a bit. He's definitely showing off his skills. Jeremy Yao is doing it very safe as well. We're almost approaching the end of the line, people. We're almost in sector 3. We're at sector 3, almost finishing the race as well. Jeremy Yao still trying his best to chase Brendan as much as he can, but it seems that he cannot do so. This is the last hairpin. Will Jeremy be able to close? Will Brendan make a mistake? It seems that no, both of them are not doing any mistakes. Brendan is still comfortably in the lead, approaching the final corner. It seems that Jeremy would not be able to close. Oh, Jeremy adding a bit of a drift there. to at least he's going through. He's saying that, you know what, if I lose, at least I'm doing it with style, and he definitely is doing so. And it seems that now we will wait for the jury's answer. Jury, who will be the winner for this bracket? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it seems that for the first bracket, the winner is Brandon Chong with his Honda NSX. Congratulations to Brandon. Woo. Okay, yeah, we can do. I thought we have like we have something to do. Do we have a?
Soundboard?
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a clapping. Golf clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Golf clap. We have golf clap. Yeah. We have golf clap.
We do.
Okay.
We do have another one.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the first battle was very, very intense already, and we can definitely see Brandon. Definitely Brandon using all his skills and the car's ability to go through. Now we're going to the second bracket. Okay, these two cars, these two drivers, Fahmi and Dance, both of them are driving the same brand. Both of them are Hondas, but they are two different Hondas. One is the ever infamous Honda Civic EK9. Another one is a Honda CRX, a classic. So who will win? A modern Civic or a classical Honda that is getting too expensive these days, sadly? But yes, both of them should be having B16As. Both of them should have no turbos, so definitely they are both high revving crazy monsters. So who will win this battle? Now we're gonna wait for the light to turn green with Fahmi leading and then chasing in the CRX. Okay, lights turn red and green. Here we go. Fahmi with his EK9 trying to run away from Dance, but Dance is still keeping up with his Honda CRX as they approach the first corner. If they make a mistake here, the car will understand, they will hit the guardrail. But Fahmi using the gutter to keep his speed up as much as he can, but it seems that Dance is still keeping up with his Honda CRX as they're going through the first hairpin of the course. How will they do? Both of them are still sticking to each other. Definitely, both of them do have the same skill sets here, but that is only the early parts of the course. What will happen in the middle of the course? Approaching the second hairpin, will any of them make a mistake? Nope. It seems that both of them are still within one car gap between each other. Now we're going to, I would say, fast, or not yet the fast part of the course. As we're going straight here, Fahmi is still doing well. Dance is still chasing well as well. No mistakes is being done by any of the drivers. They are par on par in terms of their cars. I would say car's ability, the engine, the power, and even the driver skills. Definitely, we can see here. Oh, Dance is using the gutter to keep up with Fahmi, and it seems that it still works. They're still keeping the same distance. They're going to a very fast part of the straight here. If they make a mistake, this is the part where a lot of drivers make the mistake, where they overshoot the brakes. But how will they tackle? Will they do well? Will any of them make a mistake? It seems that Fahmi went a bit too wide there, and Dance is keeping it clean. Heck, he is keeping it even closer to Fahmi. Oh, Fahmi did a drift and he crashed. And Dance is stopping. Okay, we can see here Fahmi has spun out from that corner, and then as per the rule says, the driver has to keep it up. They cannot restart from the pit. Dance is required to finish this Touge run if he wants to win the first round of the battle. Dance is doing really well, but don't worry, Fahmi can still, if he still wants to win, he can still do it. It is only half part of the course. We haven't reached the 5 consecutive hairpins yet, so if Fahmi can close up to Dance as much as he can, heck, even overtook him before the finish line, he can have another chance. He can have another chance to do so. But it seems as now Dance is still comfortably leading himself in the course, not doing any mistakes. But I'm sure what's running in Fahmi's mind now is that he has to push the car a bit more than usual. He definitely did. He definitely pushed the car a bit more than usual because he knows that he needs to chase Dance as much as he can in his EK, and he needs to fix his mistake as soon as possible. And it seems that the gap is slightly closing, but not too much. Dance is already approaching, and Fahmi is making another mistake. by crashing onto the side of the road, going over the road, and went into the grassy parts of the circuit. But he's still going in. He's still going for it. He can still do it. Now Dance is on the third hairpin, while Fahmi is at the first hairpin. Will Fahmi be able to chase Dance within the time period as well? Dance is still running up as much as he can, probably playing it, I would say, a bit safe. I can see here that Dance is definitely not pushing his car to the limit, or maybe he is doing it very, very comfortably. He's trying to play it safe by not making any mistakes. He's adding a bit of a gutter run there just to make sure that the car actually turns. But Fahmi, how is Fahmi doing? I hope that Fahmi is really pushing his car to chase Dance, but currently Dance is still comfortably leading as he's reaching another hairpin before the long straight. And Fahmi is still having a considerable gap between him and Dance in front. So as we can see here, Dance is very comfortably going through that corner. Is he going to overshoot it? No, he's doing it very, very clean. Definitely the front wheel drives has the advantage in terms of, I would say, entry cornering, as they are, the tires in front offers a much more sharper turn in, and as well, that's where the power comes in as well. Where instead of the car being pushed, the car is being pulled instead. So Dance is approaching the second last hairpin, approaching the last hairpin after this. Fahmi is still out of sight. We cannot see anything on our review camera, and Dance crossing the finish line, overtaking Fahmi in his first round. Don't worry, Fahmi, finish the race, finish it. You can do it, as we're gonna wait for Fahmi to cross the line as we'll begin his second run with Dance. Okay, so now we are back to the starting line with Dance winning the first run with his Honda and CRX. Now we're gonna wait for the second run, where this time Fahmi will be the chase, Dance will be the lead. Will Fahmi be able to fix his mistake? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Who will win this round? Okay, comment, please. You can comment on the screen. Comment on the stream. Who do you think will win this second run? Will it be Fahmi? Will it be Dance? Who will be? And some of the viewers says they want to see it one more time. It is possible if Fahmi sticks his nose to Dance as much as he can. Okay, so now we're gonna wait for the lights to turn green. Let's wait for them. How will the race go? Let's see how the race will go. And lights turn green, and Dance will be running. Dance will be running from now. Dance's job, if he wants to win this, Dance has to run away at least 2 cars length in front of Fahmi. Fahmi taking a very ambitious turn in there, almost a dive, almost a bit of a drifting there, even with a front wheel drive car. Going through the second corner, Fahmi is definitely showing his true prowess. He is now he's chasing his rival. Definitely he will be giving it all up, but he cannot be too all out. If he give it too much, and that's what I meant. If he goes a bit too much, he will make mistake. So definitely Dance is trying to play a mind game here. It's either Dance is trying to play a mind game, or Fahmi is really pushing the Civic to make sure that he sticks to Dance as much as he can. A lot of people want a one more time here. Adam says that let Fahmi win. I want to win his betting. We do not condone betting here, people. We do not condone any gambling here. Okay, we are doing this for fun. Okay, for fun and experience. Oh, Dance entered into the gutter. He made a mistake there. Will Fahmi be using that to his advantage? Currently, I can see here it is a car's length still. Fahmi still has a chance. All he needs to do is chase Dance like a crazy monkey looking for a banana. That's what he needs to do now. Okay, both of them needs to use the VTEC they have to kick in. They need to kick in the VTEC. Okay, going into the straights. This is where Fahmi made his mistake. Will Dance make the mistake as well? Let's see. How will it go? Will Dance make the mistake there? And no, both of them are doing it really well. Definitely Fahmi has learned his lesson there. But this is the part where he made a mistake, I think. And so far, he's still doing it. But definitely I can see that Dance is pulling away from Fahmi at least 2 to 3 cars length. Okay, come on. If Fahmi wants to make this into a one more time, he needs to stick. He needs to stick to Dance as close as he can, ladies and gentlemen. But definitely, Dance is using his CRX to his advantage. Definitely, I would say the CRX would be slightly lighter than the EK9, but definitely the EK9 is much more modern. The suspension input would be better than the CRX classic suspension setups. But it seems that Dance is running away from Fahmi comfortably. Oh, Fahmi is making another mistake, entering the gutter there, got sunk a bit. Definitely gonna cost him the race. Whoop! And oh! As we can see there, that is definitely one of the weakness for a front-wheel drive car, which is understeering. And Fahmi definitely has shown us one of front-wheel drive cars' weakness, and that kind of is gonna cost him the race as well. Definitely, Dance is building more and more gaps towards Fahmi. It seems that Fahmi still has a chance here in the 5 consecutive hairpins. Will Fahmi be better in this part of the course? We are unsure. But going to the first, going to the second, it seems that Fahmi is still not keeping the gap close between each other. Dance is still comfortably in the front. I would say Dance is also pushing, but in a very safe way. He's doing it very nice. He's not making any mistake. And Fahmi is still unable to chase, still understeering a bit, almost hitting the guardrail there. Will they be able to finish? Will Fahmi be able to make this into a one more time? It seems that, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that this is going to be very unlikely, as Dance is still leading quite far away from Fahmi, as Fahmi is trying his best to push his EK9 up to 9,000 RPM to get to Dance as close as he can. And he suffered another understeer there, going a bit wide on the exit. Definitely gonna cost him the distance as well and the race. He definitely needs to be very careful. He needs to be very careful with his pedal input to make sure that the car doesn't understeer. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these front-wheel drive cars, they have high power, high revs, and definitely if you push it a bit too much, the car will understeer. And it seems that Dance is still running away from Fahmi. And it seems that, ladies and gentlemen, the winner could be decided soon. But let's not give up. Okay, let's not give up. Caster, please do bunyi udang. I do not know what you mean by bunyi udang. Crick, 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 I guess. Oh, that's a cricket. I'm not sure. Oh, Fahmi is he pushed his car too much, understeered into the wall there. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the final corner, it seems that it's very clear. The winner for the second bracket is Dance, as both of them go through the finish line together. Congratulations. Thank you for the clap. Thank you very much for my colleagues here to help out with the clapping. So yes, so we can see here the second bracket just now is won by Dance by quite a mile as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the third race. Who it will be? From my list here, it will be this is going to be a very interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. Just now, as you can see, it's pretty much modern cars, but today a classic car will be battling against, I would say, budak-budak Honda. And maybe an old person versus a young person. The reason why I say that is because we have Cameron with his Nissan 240Z. Yes, the car from Minat Wangan. 6-cylinder, turbo, very sporty car, but very outdated and classic car. Versus Nicholas Tan's Honda CRX. Again, a 4-cylinder, no turbo. Who will win? Will the classic 6-cylinder highway cruiser win, or the pocket rocket of the Honda CRX? Now as they both line up on the starting line, we are waiting as Cameron will be the lead driver, and Nicholas Tan will be on the chasing side on him as well. Who will win? Definitely Cameron's 240Z has the power advantage with his 6-cylinder, and Nicholas Tan definitely has the lightness advantage since the car is definitely way more lighter. Okay, as we receive the lights turn red and green, here we go. Cameron versus Nicholas. They have begun their race. Cameron definitely getting a very good lead here with his 6-cylinder 240Z. going through the first corner, but will Nicholas Tan close the gap with his lightness of the Honda CRX? It seems that no, and Nicholas Tan just a bit on the garage, just a bit, as they're going to the first happy. Cameron, oh my gosh, he's going really fast with the 60s. How is the car from the 60s going really fast? I do not know, ladies and gentlemen, but it seems like Cameron is doing that. So, and as you can see, Exodus says it's Akuma Z, it definitely is. I can see there is a curse on the car now, but it seems that Cameron is doing really well. But oh, it seems that the CRX is closing the gap slightly, as probably one of the weaknesses for the 240Z is definitely one, it's a rear-wheel drive car and it is a bit heavier than the CRX. But will Cameron run away in the next part after the hairpin, where there will be a very long straight? Will he be able to take advantage of that part? As we can see here, the CRX, Cameron definitely, not Cameron, Nicholas definitely understeered a bit there, but he did not make any too much mistakes there as they're going through the second hairpin, which is going to a long straight now. Will Cameron be able to utilize his 6-cylinder fully to run, to create a gap as much as he can away from Nicholas Tan? Will Nicholas Tan be covering on this corner? Will any of them make a mistake? It seems that no, both of them are doing really well, very well. Both of them did not make a mistake, which is quite a common occurrence in that part of the corner. Cameron adding a bit, oh no, Cameron and Nicholas, both of them adding a bit of their gutter run style into the race as well. And it seems that, ladies and gentlemen, the gap is not that far. Definitely Cameron is doing really well using the 240Z's 6-cylinder as much as he can. Oh, and it seems that Nicholas is using a bit of a too much gutter run there, which is going to cost him the race, making him lose a bit more speed and stability there. And as we reach to quite one of the fastest parts of Mount Akina, will Cameron be able to run as fast as he can? But will also one of them make a mistake as they approach quite a tight hairpin as well? Nicholas, Cameron cornering, both of them did not make any mistakes. Who will they be able to close the gap on the corner there? Or Nicholas, a bit of an understeer there, but still okay, not much of a mistake. Man, I am going to get thirsty from screaming all this, because man, the battle is really heating up. The battle is really heating up. This is a battle of rear wheel drive versus front wheel drive, people. 6-cylinder versus 4. Nissan versus Honda. And this is definitely a battle, a pair battle that you would not be able to see these days. A 60s sports car from Nissan or GT car from Nissan versus Honda's economy fast car, hot hatchback, I would say hot hatchback. Nicholas still using the gutter a bit too much, which will be making the car a bit more not stable. But I can see here the CRX is closing the gap. The CRX is closing the gap between him and Cameron. Definitely, we can see here the CRX is definitely shining in the twisty parts of the track, and Cameron is definitely the car. No, Cameron is still doing the gutter run. A bit of an instability there, but oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see a turn here. The CRX is showing its prowess. It is using its lightness to get into Cameron much closer. That is a very good part for Nicholas. But will he be able to hold on as we reach after this happen? It will be a very long straight. Will Cameron run as far as he can? Will he be able to create the gap between him and Nicholas Tan's CRX as they approach another fast sweep to the right? Will any of them make a mistake there? Cameron is doing really well. Nicholas is doing, oh, he's adding a lot more gutter run there. Very nice. Very clean, Nicholas. Very clean. This is a very close battle, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know who will be the winner. It seems that their gaps are increasing. Now we're approaching the second last hairpin. Second last corner. Will Nicholas be able to keep his gap? All he needs to do is stay close to Cameron, as close as he can, to secure his place in their first run. We're approaching the last corner as they both getting out of the corner. Oh, Cameron doing a bit of a drift there, and both of them cross the line. Okay, now we will wait. That was a very good run. Where's the clapping? Ah, yeah, that's the clap. That is a superb drive, both from Nicholas and from Cameron. Oh my gosh, I did not expect. I tak bawa air, It is a draw, ladies and gentlemen. It is a draw. Wow. This is going to be. This is going to be before a round 3 on this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very good run. Now we will have Nicholas running away from Cameron as much as he can. Now, this is where Nicholas will be facing a bit of a difficulty because the first part of the course is a lot of straights, not so tight corners. So will Cameron be able to take that advantage and stick close to Nicholas or maybe even overtake him? We will not know. All Nicholas needs to do is to hold on as much as he can up until to the twisty parts and the lights turn green, and here we go. As we go on the first part of the corner, definitely Cameron's here is using the Nissan's power as much as he can. He even tries to take a sneak on the inside. Oh, and it seems that the Honda made a mistake there. The Honda made a mistake there as well, or either it got put. We are not so sure. But definitely, Honda is still keeping up on the lead itself, trying to run away. He knows that he is lacking power, as he is lacking the power from his 4-cylinder. Doing a bit of a drift there, definitely maybe to do some style, maybe to get into the corner, maybe to exit the corner a bit faster. Definitely an interesting battle, as the first part of the track, it's a lot of straights, not that much of a corner. Cameron will have the advantage. Cameron will definitely have the power advantage in terms of, oh, and he kisses. It's a bit of touch, people. Cameron kissed the rear of the Honda CRX a bit, making Nicholas slightly oversteer, but he still managed to keep it under control. Very good control from Nicholas here as they are approaching to the 2 hairpins before reaching to probably one of the fastest part of Mount Akina. Nicholas trying to use the gutter run as much as he can to keep the speed so that he can create a long gap between him and Cameron's 240Z. Now we're going to the straight. This is where the Honda will have a bit of a difficulty, as the Nissan will have a lot of power. The Nissan will be able to close the gap with this, but who will make the mistake? Will anybody make a mistake in this part? As we're going through the corner, both of them did really well. No, both of them did not make any mistakes. Oh, and a bit very close. Cameron was all very close on kissing the wall there, but both of them are still keeping their controls very well. Cameron still has a chance here. His car still has enough power to go through this very sweet. Oh, and he tapped the wall a bit there. He definitely tapped the wall a bit there. Will he be able to close the gap? Oh, and he stuck into the gutter again. Oh, we have Nicholas spun out. We have Nicholas spinning out. Oh no, he lost the lead, but the race is not over yet. Cameron has overtook him. If Nicholas wants to win, he has to. If he wants to keep this on, he has to overtake Cameron back as much as he can. That is a turn of event that I did not expect, people. I think definitely Nicholas felt the pressure from Cameron. Oh, but Cameron also did a mistake there. His tire hung up to the gutter on the side. Cameron is trying to keep his line very defensive there by doing a drift, not giving a chance. But Nicholas sees that. He sees the opportunity, going side by side. Oh, but Cameron still holds on. Cameron is still holding on to that part. Definitely. It is a very heated battle between these 2 drivers. Very good. Very nice. Will Nicholas be using the 5 positive hairpins to overtake Cameron? No. Cameron holding the inside line. Nicholas staying the gutter. Oh, and there you go. Oh, and they crashed again. Wait, guys. This is a Tokyo battle, not NASCAR, guys. Calm down, people. Calm down. It seems that these 2 are really on it. But good news, Nicholas managed to overtake Cameron James. That means if he can keep it up, we can do a one more time. We can do a one more time here. Come on, guys. Keep it up. We can definitely see both of these drivers very enthusiastic. They love each other very much. They give a good love tap behind. They sayang each other very much, people. Very much. Good thing they don't have dash cam, or not this will be very viral in Facebook. But so far, Cameron, whoa, Cameron going a bit hot there. My gosh, Cameron. Wow, definitely. definitely Nicholas got love tapped by Cameron there, as both of them, as Cameron being very generous there, waited, giving Nicholas a chance to regain his composure. going through. Guys, this is only the second bracket. We're not even in the finals. There's so much drama already. What is this? Okay, we're going to a straight here. Honda does not have enough power, but the Nissan Levy has. Will he be able to close the gap? Will he go crazy again? Will he dive bomb like Max Verstappen in F1? Will he be able to do that? No. They are doing it very, very safe. Very, very safe. But the gap is still close. Nicholas has to run. Nicholas has to run, has to create more gap between him and Cameron if he wants to make this into a one more time. Come on. Come on, Nicholas. They're approaching the second last hairpin. Will Cameron do a dive bomb here? No. There he is being very, very safe. He's keeping... Oh, he's almost there. He's almost kissing. Nicholas stands Honda CRX behind on that part. They're reaching the final corner. What will the result be? Will it be a final turn there? Up. And it seems that it is a... Okay, who wins? And Cameron wins, people. Cameron wins the second run of his race. Yeah, congratulations to Cameron for honestly, congratulations to both drivers for, I would say, for giving us a very heated battle there. So definitely there's no one more time. If I'm waiting for... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a one more time. Everybody type in one more time in the chat as we are going to have the third race. So we have seen, definitely both of them has seen their abilities between each other. Definitely Cameron is very, very aggressive when he's the chase person. It actually makes me a bit scared lah. If I want to race Cameron, definitely that's a very scary experience to be chased by him. He's definitely showing his Akuma level there. But now as round 3 going on, this will determine who will win this bracket. Cameron using the Nissan's power again, managed to pull away a bit. But Nicholas using the light. Oh, Nicholas kissed a bit of a wall there, but he's still doing well. He was still doing well. So far, Cameron is still trying his best to run away from Nicholas as much as he can. Going through the first hairpin. Cameron showing a bit of his drift there, but it definitely gives Nicholas more advantage to kiss him in the butt there. As long as there's no accidents, we are okay for this kissing butt everything, okay? Now, approaching the second hairpin, what will happen? Oh, the distance is very close. Cameron is really pushing. He knows how fast Nicholas is, and he is really, really pushing. We can definitely see here when Cameron leads, he is being very, very clean. But when he is chasing just now, on the second round, he is a bit more aggressive. And now on the third round, even though he's leading, he is disregarding his clean style. He is really pushing it. Oh my God! What a move! What a move, Nicholas! Taking on the inside of Cameron James. That is, that we need to save that highlight, people. We need to save that highlight because that was such a clean move by Nicholas, taking advantage of the inside of Cameron James' drifts just now. But this is the straight. Will Cameron be able to chase down Nicholas Tan back in this part of the course? Definitely the distance is a bit closer. Will Cameron James be able to overtake Nicholas Tan back again? If oh my gosh, guys, if Nicholas Tan wins this again, I'm not sure. We're gonna wait from the judges if we're gonna have one more time. But if it is, this will be very, very interesting, people. This will be very, very interesting. As both of them are really pushing. They're pushing it like it's the final already. Nicholas Tan using the gutter 100%. He is literally pushing the CRX as much as he can. As they reach to another straightaway, will he be able to run away from Cameron? Because we know the Honda does not have the speed advantage, straight line speed against Cameron's 240Z. But then, will he be able to run as far as he can? Cameron is pacing back. We can see that Cameron is really trying to close back. Wow! Wait, both of them are really pushing it. They are really, really pushing it. They are not giving up. They're not playing clean anymore. Both of them looks like they've been possessed by a demon or something, because they are really pushing it, guys. They are really, really pushing it. As we are going to approach the 5 consecutive hairpins, this is where the Honda CRX shines. This is where the Honda CRX shines. Will Nicholas be able to create a long gap between him and Cameron with this 5 consecutive hairpins? Because if he wants to, he better do well at these 5 consecutive hairpins. Using the gutter there, Nicholas definitely using the cutter to his advantage. I'm not sure if the cutter works, but definitely it kind of works. I'm not so sure, but the car is bouncing a bit. So Nicholas has to use the cutter as safely as he can. He cannot use it too much. If he uses it too much, the car will be bouncing and he will lose that speed. But definitely, we can see here, Nicholas is definitely gaining an advantage in the tight hairpins. He is definitely using the CRX advantage, lightness, and small power band to get away from Cameron as much as he can. Using the gutter again, Nicholas knows that he needs to get as much speed as he can through the tight corners if he wants to get away from Cameron as much as we can. And now we are approaching one last hairpin before going to another straight. Will Cameron be able to close the gap again? Oh my gosh, this is a crazy race, people. This is a crazy race. Comment in the comments saying that time to crash down the mountain. Please don't, people. Please don't crash down the mountain. Will Nicholas make a mistake here? Will he make it? No, he is still keeping it very, very clean. How's Cameron doing? He's still pushing it as well. Oh my gosh. This is such... Will we have a one more time, guys? Is it possible that we're gonna have one more time? Type in the chat if you want one more time. Type in the chat if you want one more time, people. Type it. Cepat, cepat, cepat. You have to type it so the admins can see it. But oh my gosh. Ahmed saying that one of them is racing and the other is in D1GP waiting for KG to give him a score. I will give him a score. It's definitely a Hyak 10, 100%. Oh, just now I missed. Nicholas was doing a drift. There, trying to run away on the last corner. Will Nicholas be able to create the gap for a one more time? And the answer, wow! Nicholas! Whoa! Nicholas! Very show off there. But pulling a handbrake right at the corner. This is not Need for Speed, huh? Okay, guys, don't do that. So now we will wait for the judges. Judges, what would be your answer? We have to wait. We have to wait. But that was a close battle. That was a close battle. That was such a beautiful battle by Nicholas Tan and Cameron James. Nicholas wins. So if I one more time. Everybody, one more time. Everybody screaming. One more time. One more time. We are having another round. This time, Nicholas will be leading and Cameron will be chasing. Oh my gosh. We're on the second bracket. We're only doing one more times, people. Oh my gosh. And now the battle goes again. Cameron taking his butt as close as he can. The Honda CRX going through the first corner. Will they both of them be aggressive? They both make a mistake just now. Both of them use the gutter and Cameron is definitely sticking up to Nicholas. Guys, I don't know who will win. Honestly, both of them. Oh, no! Nicholas overshoots his corner there and crash and giving the lead back to Cameron. Oh my gosh. Guys, calm down. We're only in bracket 2. We're not even semi-finals yet. Why are you two so garang one? My gosh, both of them are very aggressive. We can see from the first, second round, they were not so aggressive. But once in third and fourth round, both of them are being terribly aggressive here. Very, very aggressive. Oh my god, these two are crazy. Now, Cameron will definitely have an advantage here because it's a lot of straights. Nicholas has to keep his speed up as much as he can without making a lot of mistakes. If he keeps making mistakes, he will definitely lose this round again. Cameron showing a bit of a drift there. Nicholas is trying his best to chase up to Cameron on the corners there. Nicholas is doing his best, keeping his tires into the gutter again, pushing his CRX as much as he can onto the long straights here. Will both of them make any mistakes? So far just now, only Cameron made the mistake on the first part, but will he make the mistake again on this part? No. So far they're keeping it tight and clean. The CRX and the 240Z keeping it really, really well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys, type in the comment who you think will win this bracket. So far, it is both of them have equal abilities. The cars has their own pros and cons. The Nissan has the straight line speed, but the CRX has the agility to go through that corner. Oh no! Yeah, hado. We got a terbalik car. We got a car that's flipped. Nicholas suffering from a very bad accident. Now he's reversing. Is he going to finish this? Oh no, he is doing a very interesting handbrake turn there, but is adding a bit of a drift there. He's been like, you know what, I want to cover my mistakes a bit. Okay, let me drift just for the camera. He did it really, really well. Okay, but Cameron definitely having a very comfortable lead now. All he needs to do is create the gap. Oh, Cameron showing off his drift stick. Hey, Cameron, we're not finishing the race yet. So confident you want to drift already. Cameron is drifting. Cameron is drifting. What the heck? Cameron is drifting right now. He's being like, you know what, guys? The wind is to the back already. Why not? I just end it with style. Will he be able to keep the gap up until, I don't know, Nicholas be chasing him? We're not gonna know. All we need to do is just wait for the race to end. But Cameron showing his style to the camera, probably to please the fans on the comment section. They love it very much. They love it very much. Even one of the viewers giving 500 points for the G. Oh, that was for Nicholas. But yes, Cameron is very, very confident with himself. So confident that he drifted all 5 consecutive hairpins. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. But will Nicholas be able to chase down Cameron within that part? Because definitely his car has the cornering advantage. Will he be able to close to? Honestly, guys, I do not think so. I think it is going to be a very tough chance for Nicholas to chase back Cameron. But, you know, can't say too early. We have to wait until the finish line itself. The battle is not over. But Cameron is being very comfortable with his 240Z as he reaching quite a long straight as well. Another fast part of Mount AKINA as he's almost reaching the final sector of Mount AKINA. He's doing it. We have one viewer in our Discord here screaming as well. Yes, keep screaming to the camera. Keep screaming to the camera. Yeah. Okay. Will Cameron? It seems that Cameron is very comfortable. It seems that Cameron is very comfortable drifting his way to the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, sadly, it seems that Nicholas won't be able to chase down Cameron as Cameron keeps showing his drifting style. Cameron, this is not an auto option video. This is not D1GP, Cameron. But if we want to give points, definitely Cameron is showing. Cameron is definitely showing his drifting skills to the viewers. And Cameron finishes on the line. And it seems that it's a very clear winner. Cameron wins the game. Cameron wins the bracket. But good job. These two. Why, yo. Hey, these two, man, these two are crazy. We had 2 one more times. The first time in HSM TOUGE Series 2.0 history. A 2 one more times. But a battle needs to end anyways. Good job, Cameron. Very stylish. Please do give Cameron a stylish award after this. He can be the driver of the day. Definitely driver of the day award as well. Good job, Cameron. Good job. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will go to the 4th battle, which is this is going to be a very interesting battle, guys, because both of them are driving the same car. Both of them has a 1.8 naturally aspirated engine right behind their bodies. Okay, right behind the car. Both MRs. Both of them are Toyotas, and both of them are MRS. So definitely, there's no factors in terms of power or cornering. This is really up to the driver skills. Both the cars are the exact same. Maybe they're tuning a bit different. We're not sure how they tune their car, but it's totally up to them. So the last race for tonight, we have Ryan Lim. We have Omet leading first. Okay, apparently we have Omet leading first. Omet in the red MRS will be leading with Ryan Lim in the yellow MRS chasing Omet. Now, Omet here was the TOUGE Series 1.0 winner in our Batang Kali run with the EE86. Will Omet definitely will be a big challenge to Ryan Lim, but definitely Ryan Lim definitely created a very good time as well in the time attack on Monday. So will Ryan give a challenge to Omet? We will need to see. Both of them on the line, on the green, and they go on the first corner. Will they be able to close the gap between each other? It seems that both of them are equal. Oh, both of them are equal going through the first corner very, very well. Very nice and tidy. Going to the second part. Still very nice. Both of them are doing very, very well. They are in equal machines. Omet drifting a bit through the first hairpin there. But Ryan is still keeping it very, very clean, trying to get as much distance as he can close to Omet. And so far, both of them are on equal terms. Ryan did a bit of a mistake there. He did overshoot. He did overstate a bit there on corner exit before the hairpin just now. Now, definitely, it's something that it's an MR engine characteristic as well. If you do overshoot the car a bit, you will suffer from that oversteer, and it's definitely showing on Ryan Lim's side. He's definitely trying to wrestle the car to his advantage as much as he can. It seems that Omet is slowly creating the gap between him and Ryan. And I just realized that Omet has a new name now. It's Mommy Omet. Very interesting name. Very interesting name. I just realized that on our stream. I'm not watching the stream. I just saw the name. But very interesting as well. Oh, they're going to a fast part of the corner here. Will Omet make a mistake? Will Ryan make a mistake? No. But it seems that Ryan was a bit. He overshoots the corner a bit there. Definitely gonna cost his time. But he is using the gutter run to keep his distance close to Omet. Now, will Ryan be able to close his gap between him and Omet together to get his first win on the first run? We will never know. But it seems that Ryan is really drifting the car around as much as he can as they approach the final hairpin before they go into a very long straight. Will Ryan be able to chase? It seems that Omet is very comfortably running away on the straights there. Definitely running away as much as he can. Ryan is still chasing her as much as he can as well. Will any of them make any mistakes so far? Both of them are not making any mistakes. Both of them are keeping it really, really clean, really, really tidy as well. Both of them use the gutter as much as they can, but Omet is definitely carrying a lot more speed going through that hairpin just now. We can see that Omet is definitely using the MR layout of the MRS to her advantage as much as he can. And I have interviewed Omet before this. Her favorite car was the AE86 to go through this toge, but it seems that since the AE86 is not available for this toge series car pack, she chose the next closest thing to an AE86, which is an MRS. Both of them 1.8 rear-wheel drive. It's just that the engine layout is a bit different. Ryan doing a bit of a power slide there at corner exit. It seems that Omet drifted slightly on corner entry. Definitely one of Omet's specialty as well. Ryan wants to show off as well. He did his drift, but definitely that is going to cost him his speed as the distance between him and Omet is increasing as they're going through another hairpin and then going to another hairpin. Will Ryan be able to close the gap? It seems that is unable for now. We have to wait. We have to wait for that to. We have to wait until, let's say, see how the finish line goes. How Ryan will chase Omet. Will he be able to do so? It seems that the gap is unchanged, but the gap is a bit too far for Ryan to claim his first win. So if he wants, he's not too far from Omet. The distance between him and Omet definitely is not increasing, but he needs to shorten it. He needs to shorten it if he wants to get through his first win in the first run. He needs to do that. Almost approaching the third sector, almost finishing the course itself. Will Omet hold the lead, or will Ryan be able to close the gap as much as he can? Ryan was showing a bit of a drift there. Wow, that was quite dangerous as well. Now going through the first. Oh, and Ryan kissed the wall a bit there by going a bit too much there. Omet is doing really well, exit really well, and Ryan as well is doing really well. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the gap is increased. The gap is still there, though it has been increased slightly. And Ryan did another drift again on the last corner, and Omet has finished. Ryan has finished. Now we wait. Ladies and gentlemen, Omet wins the first run. Now let's go to the second run, where Ryan will be leading next. Omet has to chase. Will Ryan make this into a one more time? Will Omet win this round by kissing Ryan's butt very, very close on his MRS? We do not know. All Ryan needs to do now is not to make any mistakes. Omet is definitely showing very clean lines, very fast exit. Actually, Omet was the fastest between all the top 16 drivers that we have, with a time of 4:43. And Omet's showing a bit of a drift. Omet is keeping the distance really, really close to Ryan. Really, really close just now. And Omet's taking the inside line. Is she able to overtake? No, she's just teasing. She's like, hi, I'm there, Ryan. Knock, knock. Who's there? But nope. Ryan, Ryan is still holding his lead there. Definitely Omet is sniffing. Yes, you are correct, Exodus. She is sniffing Ryan's exhaust as much as he can to his rear. And so far, Omet is doing really well. Omet is doing really well. Not much of a mistake showing from her. And she's still keeping that very safe, winnable distance between her and Ryan. Oh, Ryan went over. And he crashed into Omet. And it seems that, okay, wow, that is crazy. It seems that Ryan, guys, got into an accident. But Omet is being very, I would say, very sporty here. Very sporting. That she gives back the lead to Ryan so that he can run away. Or maybe Omet is just like, you know what, you can run, but you cannot hide. So Omet is going to kejar. Omet is like, you know what, you lari dulu, don't worry, I can chase you. Definitely we can see that. Okay, we're going to a very fast part of the AKINA, AKINA here. Will any of them make a mistake as they approach they need to brake hard here. Will any of them make a mistake there? It seems that Ryan overshoots his corners slightly, and Omet is taking that to her advantage by keeping it very, very close. It is one football bola sepak close. The distance is very close between Omet and Ryan. It seems that Ryan is trying his best to keep Omet away, but no, Ryan made another mistake. He made another mistake. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is the weakness of MR engines, where snap overstay, and Ryan definitely showed the weakness there right from the get-go. Omet still being very sporting, gives the lead back to Ryan. It's either her being very sporting or her be like, you know what, I want to keep chasing you just for fun. Like, you know, where's the fun if I run away very fast, right? But now Omet is still chasing Ryan as close as he can, as close as she can, to go through as they approach another hairpin. Will Ryan get to run away from Omet? Ryan needs to run. If he wants to make this into a one more time, he needs to run. He needs to run from Omet by at least creating a two-car distance. That's what he needs to do. But it seems that Ryan is not able to do so because Omet is haunting him. Omet is haunting him. He is literally sticking to Ryan, like how I accidentally stick my two fingers with super glue. Very susah to take out. And if want to take out, it's going to be very painful. And Omet is really doing it. He is sticking to Ryan very, very well, especially on the 5 consecutive hairpins here. Ryan showing a bit of a drifting there. As per Omet, she's keeping it very clean. She's showing a bit of an oversteer, but not too much. But definitely Omet is pushing the car to the limit. Omet so far is really using the MRS really, really well. She's definitely using the MR layout to her advantage for this, and she's keeping it in control. She's not making any mistakes. She's really using it to her advantage, unlike Ryan just now, where he suffered from a snap oversteer and got caught into an accident. But still, Ryan has both of them reaching the last part, I would say entering the 3rd sector of Mount AKINA, Ryan has to run. Ryan really has to run if he wants to make this a one more time. But it seems that he's not doing so. They're reaching to a very fast right. Hard brake. Will any of them make a mistake? So far, none. Both of them are keeping it really, really clean. Going through to the turn left and then turning into another left. Will any of them make a mistake? No. Both of them are keeping it very tight. Omet is really sticking to him like super glue. Going in very, very well. It's kind of, oh, and Ryan got into the wall. Omet is taking it from the outside. Oh my god, it's the last episode of Initial D. It's like, oh, but no, oh no, Omet, it's okay, Omet, just finish the race. It's okay, Omet, you don't have to stop, just go, Omet, go. Okay, it seems that Omet is waiting for Ryan to go, but yeah, but still, very good performance from Omet, keeping it close to Ryan Lim. And it seems, ladies and gentlemen, we have a clear winner for tonight. I don't have to wait for the admin to announce, but it clearly sees Omet wins, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle. Omet is definitely wow, Omet definitely showing her driving skills there very, very much. And she's playing a lot of good mind games with Ryan there, as we can see just now. She was peeking on the left, peeking on the right. She's like, hi, knock knock, can I masuk? Oh, tak perlu kebenaran pun, masuk je. But Omet is doing really well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 4 winners tonight. So if I read from my note properly, we have Brandon, we have Dance, we have Cameron, and we have Omet. 4 drivers from the first round will be advancing to the battle on Friday for the finals. We're not going to do round 2 tonight, right, Eka? Okay, yeah. So guys, these 4 drivers, Brandon, Dance, Cameron, and Omet, will be going to race again on Friday for the finals, where tomorrow we will be having our second round. The drivers from Tuesday night will be doing another Toge run tomorrow night at 10 p.m. as well. So please come by, watch all the chaos, watch how they drive, and I will see you again tomorrow night, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Please do click subscribe. Follow us as well.